Liquid.
Best of sevens the whole way through. We started off with the NA #1 seed going up against the European #2 seed. You heard the desk, you heard the fans, what they think. A lot of jabber from the European squads about how Gen.G could be a fraudulent team after their North American online performance. This is a chance to prove that right.
You heard Johnny talk about it on the desk. When they get to the playoffs, they're just a different beast. And they translate that to their LAN play. Team Liquid. One mark that you can definitely say about this team is their offense, but what has helped them get to this point is their defense, but their offense strikes first.
You heard Cash, he was looking for an Oski masterclass, and he's got himself a tap in here from a Chronic's touch. Not only goes too far back, and an easy goal here for Team Liquid.
Not how you want to start if you're Gen.G, losing the kickoff, immediate pressure, and unable to win those 50s in the corner. Team Liquid seem to start confident in a lot of their series, and that's when they're playing their strongest. Apparently Jack trying to push this one out. Early battle in the midfield, but another win here for Liquid, close to the corner.
Still plenty of time here, Gen.G looking to get their bearings here in game one. It could be apparently Jack. He has led the way for Gen.G. Been one of the top goal scorers in goals per game in North America. Trying to put that here against this European squad. Here's a Chronic. It's taken away by Oski. He wants to go up the wall here. Full boost for him and a great early challenge. Oski still has it. Might take it all the way, looking for the bump. He got it, and apparently Jack comes through to make the save.
Apparently Jack knew it immediately, started rotating back as soon as Oski got that first touch out, but look at Otto taken away. Gen.G hanging on defense, but it's Team Liquid. Complete command of the midfield. Apparently Jack trying to push it back out. He needs that 50 against Oski, who is at the forefront of the Liquid offense. Underneath on the reset, splits Jack apart, and Nolly gets a big clear.
Welcome clear there from Nolly. He's going to keep going here. He doesn't get the touch. Chronic wants to set up apparently Jack, but he's too deep. He still gets the touch through the defense. Team Liquid a little slow here to get control, and Chronic gets dunked by his own teammate Nolly. The attack fizzling out for a moment as Gen.G trying to set up in this final third. Nolly passes over to Chronic. Shot on target denied by a Chronic.
Well, you gotta feel good for Gen.G, able to take the clear and then put some offensive pressure on the first minute of that game, belonging completely to Liquid. Ooh, Chronic gets underneath it, not gonna stop Otto. Up high off the ceiling, maybe a double, but Jack gets underneath it.
Saw yesterday Team Liquid, they took down Power in a 5-game series. They talked about how important it is to keep their heads even when things are going right for them. They're trying to here in game one. Apparently Jack to the back wall, 2 go here from Team Liquid, but they do get the clear.
Especially with the nerves this weekend that it seems like every team has been battling with. It hasn't been the cleanest series of Rocket League this week that we've seen. But as we've gone on, the defense has gotten tighter. The goals, they've gotten a little more difficult to find. Liquid, their offense, starting to peter out, but they do have control as Otto pushes the ball back across. And Jack gets another clear, but it's cut off again. Gen.G, they haven't really been split off on defense since that first goal. Someone always available in net.
Gen.G trying to set up their offense. They've been so abrasive in North America. When it's rained, it's poured for them. They've been able to put away multiple shots, multiple goals when they've been able to break through, but they haven't quite yet here against Team Liquid. This ball comes out to a Chronic. Have an opportunity to go towards goal. Now Liquid trying to set something up individually here. Still good defense coming out from Gen.G.
Liquid setting up a good stand here on offense, though. Also had stolen that corner boost after good control. They just gotta keep Chronic from clearing the ball out. Actually, here comes apparently Jack, and he mishandles the catch. Allowed a Chronic to come in. That could have been an opportunity for Jack. But it allowed Gen.G to push forward. Pass in front, Jack has to make up for it.
Nothing quite on target coming out from Gen.G, only generating 2 shots to the 9 of Team Liquid so far here in game one.
But Gen.G, they have stabilized, and I don't feel like Liquid's shot opportunities outside of the first minute have been nearly as threatening. Oski hasn't had the same space that he had, and they're not able to do much with it, despite them trying to control the ball. It's been Gen.G actually with control for the midfield. He leads it, and it's again a Chronic diving. It's not over, Nolly. 2 touches, keep control. Liquid hang on.
Best look that Gen.G have had so far, and Team Liquid come up huge with a save. And now Gen.G looking to push. Final 40 seconds. They've been knocking on the door here for the last couple minutes. Liquid trying to stay alive here in game 1.
Nice catch by Otto. Nice pop it's going to be for Oski, but a Chronic double committed. Not going to matter as Otto gets underneath it, and Liquid try to control the midfield, but they have to rotate the whole way back. No midfield corner spawns for them, and Otto gets the 50 again when it looks like Gen.G just have it. Apparently Jack has to make a diving stop. Now up high, pushes it back down. Jack 2 saves that one easy. Time running out though for Gen.G. Wrong side of the pitch. Jack, last push, but no boost, no touch.
More bounce.
No one around for Gen.G. Liquid have put it on the ground. Game 1 belongs to them.
And a gritty game 1 coming out from Team Liquid. They put on 12 shots to the 3 of Gen.G here. And it might have fizzled out at the end of game 1. It felt like Gen.G, the tide was kind of turning in their favor, but I think they did a great job here from Team Liquid to close this game out. I mentioned it earlier, Chronic said in his interview yesterday that they have to keep their heads when things are going well, when they're winning. When they get too overconfident, you gotta reel that back and close out these games.
Gen.G weren't able to really dominate the midfield possession. Liquid really getting the advantage there, and you saw the few chances Gen.G did have on offense. They'd only get one shot off, and a Chronic coming up with the biggest save for Team Liquid off of apparently Jack's attempt. And then they had a couple like this one right here, that's a Chronic save. But then after that, there wasn't much more. Nolly couldn't do much with the ball. The rest of Gen.G rotated the whole way out. And the boost pathing for both teams has been very conservative. It's been rotate back, get the corner pads. No one wants to be ultra aggressive. And single elimination, really showcasing the nerves, at least in the pathing.
But again, best of 7, it's gonna be a long series here, and for Gen.G, just a little bit off, right? You saw a lot of the passes come across the Team Liquid side that were just a little bit too far out in front, a little bit too high, didn't have enough boost to get to. I think Liquid did a good job of cutting those out. And for Gen.G, at the end of this game, they looked a lot better. They didn't get the job done, but they looked like they were in more control than Team Liquid. Let's see what they can bring here in game 2.
A lot of offense. Gen.G in the North American Regionals, something we talked about constantly was how impressive their defense was. While it did stabilize after the first minute, they are having their hands full stopping this Liquid offense.
Gen.G, they have to keep pressing though, like they did at the end of game 1. See if Liquid could turn things around as well, because you can feel that one starting to slip away. Here's a shot from Oski, and he puts it just high at Chronic. It's gonna be beat by apparently Jack. Gen.G now on the transition. A great back pass from Oski. Still Team Liquid trying to hold on to the ball here.
Big clear, that's gonna be good for Gen.G. Nolly knows it, but really light touch from apparently Jack, goes for the demo. Nolly, first touch, gonna drop it for Otto. And not much there for Gen.G, again, just kind of pelted it towards the back wall. Then they're forced to retreat. Chronic getting another clear. Oski almost getting caught a little too far. He has to take it to his own back wall, but Pirelli, Gen.G still having those issues getting the offense set up against Liquid.
They haven't had much of this problem. Oxygen was the one that proved the most difficult. Now Oski puts a shot wide. Gen.G, besides being crushed by Oxygen, have dropped one game otherwise, and apparently Jack gonna put Gen.G up 1-0 here in game 2.
There he is, sitting at the top of the goal leaderboards in North America, all split, and he gets the first one here for Gen.G. Nice little fallback follow-up.
That's a well-earned one from Gen.G. They've been pressing with some of those solo plays, and apparently Jack to drop down on it is perfect to beat the defense. And an early goal here for Gen.G, a welcomed one, after they were knocking on the door at the end of game 1.
Chronic blows through one demo on Chronic! He doesn't have to obey physics, he just barrels forward!
And look at the space afforded there to a Chronic. He beats Nolly to the ball on his second touch and then just dunks it through. Tie ball game off the kickoff, a quick response coming out from Team Liquid.
That bump in the air didn't even stuff him off of his trajectory, excuse me. Now they're forced, Gen.G, to have to respond. Chronic, a little bit of space, little pop for Jack, but Otto's there to take it away. Oski getting harassed on the back end, but Otto gets a big clear. Oski chasing Jack down, but he's not gonna get the boost. Otto staying on top of it. Chronic, he's been a linchpin in this rotation on defense and those follow-ups as well. While he hasn't had some flashy opportunities, he's certainly helping to keep this Gen.G machine rolling. More demos starting to come out. Liquid getting the advantage there. Oski taking 3 demos. A pass down underneath for Otto, but Chronic, no angle for him to approach. Now Oski filing in behind a Chronic. There's just nowhere for him to go. Otto comes in on the rotation.
Good press here, and Otto might have gone all the way. He did it himself. Gen.G thought they were breaking out, but he gets control again and breaks through the Gen.G defense.
Great catch by Otto. Chronic thinking he can get on the right side of him, but Otto just jumps right underneath him, and Team Liquid get a cheeky goal.
I don't even think Nolly realized what had happened there. It happened so quickly, I didn't think he thought he had to challenge.
Surely he thought Chronic was going to get a touch.
And he just went wide of the ball. You can see even some sparks came off it. And now Team Liquid back into a 1-goal lead.
This one cleared downfield, up high. Nowhere for a Chronic to go, and he gets deleted. Nolly turns back around on it. That's going to stuff the Liquid rotation. Good work by Nolly. Now Jack pushes forward on the counter, got the reset. Nolly to stick underneath, under Otto. Chronic, quick shot, trying to force Oski off the ball. He does, he got the boost as well. Hard hit off the wall, but again, Liquid's defense, their back wall and presence, they're everywhere. And Jack gonna beat two. This is dangerous for Liquid if it's a good bounce for Jack. It is. Nolly got the bump around the dish, the save!
The opportunity was there.
Can he get there in time? Flips, go!
Whoa, that one turned around real quick for Team Liquid. Apparently Jack is on the goal line to put that one away, and then Liquid finds the man downfield, one touch towards the net. Everyone was committed from Gen.G, and it's a 2-score ball game.
I mean, you see Jack go up for the dish, and you think there's no way Liquid are gonna get that save, but diving for it, and Team Liquid again, their defense, their goal line stand, it continues to impress this week.
Yeah, how many times have we seen players dive across the net, make huge goal line saves? That ball was a quarter in the net, and yet Team Liquid are able to turn it away.
Another midfield slap there from apparently Jack. Control from Otto has been excellent so far in this game. Chronic can't get by him. That boost steal in the midfield actually destroys him. He had no boost, but he got the 50. Liquid took a little too much time, and Jack saved again! Oh, he can't get by a Chronic. That's got to be tilting.
And that's maybe the third time a Chronic's done that defensively. Gen.G at a loss here. Their offense, it's been looking pretty good here. They just can't break through the last man of Chronic. He's been a brick wall.
Looking for the jackhammer, and Jack just cannot get by him. Another save for a Chronic. Here's Chronic, puts the pass out to Nolly, but denied. This time, Otto getting in the way, but Gen.G retained possession as time continues to tick. Jack, another touch. Can he get one more for his team? Chronic wants Nolly, and Gen.G keep tightening the rotation on offense, but they're losing that battle. They're losing the touch. The position battle belongs to Liquid on defense.
Team Liquid always seem to find an out. They find the space to play it away from Gen.G's offense. Even if they don't keep possession, they push it downfield. Now Chronic trying to make something happen off the back wall. Second touch is there, and apparently Jack keep Gen.G alive.
And a Chronic, there's finally a hole through his defense. Gets right by him, he's coming across, sees Oski, loses it. You see him tap the brakes and try to read where exactly Jack's gonna put that, but he's already rotated too far in, gave Jack the angle on the backside.
Full focus there from Gen.G after scoring that goal. Very serious, celebrated for a moment. Got right back into this kickoff. Work to do here in the final 30 seconds.
Push off the ramp, Liquid currently have the midfield. Oski picking up a demo, trying to stifle the rotation, and they've wasted time. But all Gen.G need is one attack in the air. His time's running out. Another pop up. Tough grab for Nolly. He's got to use a lot of boost to get it to Jack. Now out of time. Downfield for Gen.G. They're keeping it close. Liquid are frozen. Underneath the pass, and it drops right in front of everybody. Too much heat.
You thought Gen.G was going to set something up there. It landed between two players, and they kept it a one-score game. Team Liquid, again, defensively, have been rock solid. 6 saves across the board, 2 split for every single player, and that is one way to turn away Gen.G. They have looked good defensively, they've looked great offensively, they're able to poke through the gaps that Gen.G have left. And so far, a good series here for Team Liquid.
Well, do you start to get a little worried for Team Liquid? Because when we were talking pregame a little bit, you were even talking about it in game 1 in their series against Power. They go up 2, they're about to close things out, but then Power sneak into the series. They force game 5. And you talk about overconfidence being a factor for Team Liquid when they do go up. Gen.G do call a tactical timeout here to try to figure some things out. Take an extra 60 seconds.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to be the case here. Again, still a long series. It's only 2 games, so it's not like it's match point here at the moment. But I think this timeout is actually a huge opportunity for Team Liquid to do what you're talking about, is to kind of say, okay, look, this has been going really well for us. Let's settle into this series a bit more and not get too overconfident here. because Gen.G, they've proven to be a very tough team to beat in North America, and I think Team Liquid are doing exactly what you need to do right now to keep Gen.G out. You have to make those big goal line saves. You know they're going to have strong offense. That has to be there, and it has been. But also striking, the individual skills from a couple of players from Team Liquid to beat the last defender, to beat the first man has been so important. And I think that's what Gen.G is really having to talk about here is how do we stop Team Liquid from finding the gaps when we're on offense to slow us down? Because that's been 3 or 4 times in just one attack for Gen.G. Team Liquid just punt it downfield or find a way to get past the first man, and the attack fizzles out for Gen.G.
Their catches on the back wall are perfect, and they always take it away from the Gen.G rotation. They just never seem to be in position for that catch, thinking they're going to win that 50, but they're always forced to retreat so far back after staying for, what, 5 seconds, one shot. But that one goal that apparently Jack got in the backside of Chronic, that was a full team effort, and if they could put more of those together, hang on to the midfield. Crowd coming alive during the first series of the day. Gen.G trying to fight back, but Team Liquid, they have looked stellar. And they just haven't let their foot off the gas. They're in position to take the series to match point real early.
And they've struggled to beat Team Liquid. They've struggled to beat a lot of the North American teams. They went 5 against V1. They went 5 against FaZe. Some of those were ugly series. They went back and forth. Here's an opportunity where they jump out 2 games ahead over the #1 seed coming out from North America.
Really is prove it mode for Gen.G, as Liquid have struggled against NA teams. Gen.G have struggled against EU teams. So can they figure out how to execute this demon, or exercise, whichever way you want to go. You can execute
it's all
demon,
the same at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And for Gen.G coming out of this timeout, see if they bring something new to the table. Team Liquid certainly want to go back to business here. Nolly not getting the touch. Team Liquid trying to back Gen.G up here early in game 3.
Liquid playing that one real close. Jack trying to get downfield, but the passes aren't really the best there for Gen.G. Do throw the ball back downfield. Another soft touch for Nolly back over to Jack. It's really been Nolly most times going for those soft touches, trying to enable his teammates. He hasn't really gone for anything himself, but you know Nolly's capable of taking over a lobby. But his focus seems to be trying to enable Chronic, enable Jack to be the goal scorers, like we've seen them do in the regionals during the fall.
Timeout win rate last season at Majors was 64%. The teams coming off your timeout. Let's see if that stays true. Percentage in the favor of Gen.G here. So far, a stalemate in game 3 through a minute and a half. Chronic trying to change that now. Gen.G trying to find some posture downfield. It's been Team Liquid to turn them away. Quality clears, reading everything that Gen.G's setting up right now.
But Gen.G are getting the 50s. They are kind of preventing Liquid from getting those quick clears. Nolly in front, if he can get the 50, he's lost it. But Gen.G, another quick clear. Jack loves sitting downfield and finding that game-changing touch, that game-changing 50. There's a quick shot, but easily turned away. Liquid starting to play more defense.
Still another chance there for Gen.G that'll be counted as a shot. Wasn't that dangerous, though. It was straight at the defender. You can see the press coming out from Team Liquid. They're not afraid to challenge.
Thing's frozen in the corner for Jack, but he makes a nice move. Got a good pop, but it just gets too far away, and that could have been an opportunity. Now a demo. Instead, it's Liquid. Another save for Nolly.
Gen.G trying to break out here with some possession. I think trying to abandon popping it up into the midfield because Team Liquid have been so quick to the challenge. Apparently Jack trying to hold on to it. Chronic comes out. Liquid were there. Still nothing on target.
Also still in the corner boost, but that 50 gonna burn a little time for Gen.G to relax. But now they're just forced to punt the ball to midfield. Here comes off the ceiling. Oski underneath it. He's got the flip, and Nolly another.
It went in.
Gold. Oski fills it with lead.
How did Oski put that one through? And look at the space afforded to him. Nolly, the last man, hoping to get the read, and he did, but he still put it into his own net, and Liquid again jump out in front.
It was just too much, Corelli. Oski saved his flip until the last possible moment. He got the maximum amount of power. Nothing Nolly could do on the backside. Now Liquid, do they get 2? A Chronic just can't put it around. But wait, they ran into each other. Now a chance for Nolly on the break, and a Chronic deletes him.
Great stop to the counter there from Team Liquid, especially when they accidentally ran into each other. And now Team Liquid trying to go back the other way. Good dunk. Follow up there from apparently Jack, but it's still dropping inside the box, and they almost able to turn it around. Chronic, the last man playing this one slow, trying to break out for Gen.G.
Dunked again. Otto over apparently Jack. Nolly coming in on the rotation. Jack following fourth. Chronic coming in as third man. How are they going to set this up? Again, the catch just kills any kind of push that Gen.G set. They get the 50 though. Chronic goes high. He goes down and can't make contact.
Apparently Jack side flips out. Nolly has to get the touch. He does it. Apparently Jack bails him out on the goal line. And Gen.G in the same position, it feels like, in every game. They've got to make a one-goal comeback. Time not on their side now, a minute left.
Chronic and Nolly on the wall. Nolly looking for Chronic. He's got him. Chronic looking for the ball. Otto, he might still have it. Jack scores!
Look at the physical play coming out from Gen.G. Nolly gets a demo, punches Oski out of the way, and it comes out to apparently Jack for an easy goal.
Oh, panic he touched from Otto. He just wanted to get it away from Chronic, but Oski had him on the close side thinking he could read the shot, but he ended up giving the ball away and giving Jack a free hit onto the net. You can understand the pressure for Liquid in the corner after a Chronic gets demoed, and it's that kind of pressure that Gen.G needed to force a mistake out of Liquid.
And that's been the biggest contribution from Nolly for Gen.G this split. It's been the physical game, leading the team in demos per game at just under 1.5. He's been so physical. We've seen it here at LAN too. Now Chronic, he's beating two.
He goes through, makes it look easy for Gen.G.
There's the young gun from North America. Chronic pops it over one, and nicely done. He's come online so many times for this team and puts them up by one now.
And finally the solo plays working for Gen.G there. They've tried a couple, and the challenge game has gone to Team Liquid this time. No touch on the ball, and Gen.G into the lead.
Liquid with a little bit of time. This could have been one that took them to match point. But the timeout seems for now to have served Gen.G well, but they gotta hang on to Liquid for just a couple more seconds. Big clear for Oski, denied by Nolly. How about game number 3 for Nolly? A Chronic, can he get it downfield? Jack is there to knock it away. And if it touches, Liquid saucing that one up. But it touches, and Gen.G split it. One more to go to tie.
There's something about the timeout, Jarby. The timeout buff is real. And Gen.G coming out on top after taking that timeout. Wasn't easy, and these have been low-scoring games between these two teams. This time, 5 shots for Gen.G. They're able to put away 2 of them, and the demo game was what really put them ahead there. Physicality, so important for Gen.G.
Think of those timeouts. You know, a lot of times when you're just going between games, it's not really a lot of time to tell your teammates to settle down. You're just kind of thinking, okay, just get in the next game, you're trying to settle down, just focus up on the next touch. But that extra 60 seconds is kind of that excuse to like look back at your coach and look at your teammates and just be like, guys, we know we're good. Like, it's okay, we got this, and just reestablish the confidence. We'll talk about the mental game and how important it is. And Gen.G, with the players on this team talking about the mental, it's so important for them. And now Liquid, how did they respond? Can they put Gen.G back against the wall here?
Team Liquid opponents are now 4-1 after calling a timeout against them. And so the response is, okay, we got through the game that we normally lose, back to work. And it wasn't a bad game from Team Liquid. I think Gen.G, especially with that Chronic play, was just a great solo play to beat the defense. That was eventually going to happen. Team Liquid, you're not going to have a 100% rate in the challenge game, as it feels like it had been through the first 2 games.
I really like the adjustment from Nolly.
Oh! Yeah, me too, Jeremy.
I really like how Nolly's looking. 1-0 Gen.G.
He's looking real good after that shot. First 9 seconds over to Gen.G, and you can see how quick Nolly got up to that one. The defense beat, and Gen.G on top first.
Liquid had no answers for that one. They sent cars flying, and they're still going. Gen.G, great start to establish confidence. Now can they really make Liquid sweat? Up high, that's apparently Jack. He sees the wall, but it closes down real quick. They're looking much different on offense. Taking more advanced position, feeling more confident in their approach up high. Liquid actually get a free touch here. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they bumped each other in net there. Looking at the wide angle, it's taken away.
What is going on with the Gen.G defense there? They're all sorts of tangled up, and now Oski in a dangerous position. Finally, Nolly takes control.
Still, though,
he's gonna
awkwardly
get the shot.
bouncing, and Chronic's going to put it away. Where in the world is the Gen.G defense?
Why is nobody getting the touch onto the ball? There's a reason you have a card. Use it. Hit the ball. Chronic comes off the wall. He has to defend the shot because he gets frozen. He thinks apparently Jack is going to get the touch. Now he can't go anywhere. Nolly was on the other side of the field, and he couldn't rotate back in time. Everything was just so disjointed for about 20 seconds.
There's 2 or 3 touches there that Gen.G didn't go for. It was just sitting in their own box, and they got a little tangled up. Miscommunication on the first touch. But after that, you've got to straighten it out. Even when Nolly got the clear, it was still so confusing for Gen.G, and that's great work from Team Liquid. Take advantage of when Gen.G gives you that space. You're able to tie it up.
Chronic trying to catch Chronic out. Jack cutting him off. Ooh, Chronic trying to dive in front of Oski there. And Nolly up, but you see Otto, he hit the brakes. Now he lets Oski take it. Apparently Jack rotates, but kind of getting worried. Liquid just seem to find these free clears where there should be a Gen.G challenge, but instead, it's just a long rotation back to net. It's waiting for Liquid to play it to them. That can work some of the time. We've seen Liquid hold on to possession for a long time. Not the best bet if you're Gen.G.
And it's been that midfield line that's been so important for Team Liquid. A lot of these clears are not strong enough to get over the last man and force him to go to his corner. And Team Liquid have eaten up the Gen.G clears. Here's a great first touch defensively. Apparently Jack, though, there to turn away. Now Otto, can he get the touch? He does off the back wall. Now he's got to get the read. He doesn't make it. Oski tried to drop it down. A Chronic's there, but denied by Chronic.
Chronic had to be so patient. Now Nolly trying to find the bump, or Chronic trying to find the bump. Apparently Jack puts up, Nolly's rotated back, and Oski, he gets back to his touch, and he's been for the ball! Oski's just faster!
What a first touch here from Oski as well to keep it in front of him. He played it downfield to himself, saw the space he had, took advantage, with Nolly being so deep, and Team Liquid in the lead.
Not how you want to draw that up if you're Gen.G. The offense is petered out. Liquid, you talk about the midfield line being so important, and it nets them another victory there. Apparently Jack, he's got a demo to clear a lane, but not that lane. Chronic underneath, and saves off the bar. A big clear for a Chronic. Oski diving for the midfield boost, and as Gen.G try to hang on to the midfield.
Another great save from Team Liquid. They're going to need more of those. Gen.G trying to ramp up the offense now through halftime. Good redirect. Denied by Chronic.
Apparently Jack on the wing. Chronic non-touched. Actually works out. Otto comes down a little early. One to beat. Chronic wants the bump. He keeps screening across for a bump, but Liquid have avoided him every time. Good square up from Nolly. Nothing for him.
Nolly had no options there, and he was smart. Instead of taking that challenge head on, it would have just pinched back towards his side. He came outside of the ball. Make sure it was stayed on that Team Liquid side so his teammates could get back.
Chronic, close side to Jack. They're through Liquid, but can they get through the net? Whoa, passes just aren't linking up. It's not the cleanest. Chronic, he just has to let the ball go. Now Otto. Nothing as Liquid set right back up on defense. Chronic. Trouble in the midfield for Gen.G. Jack downfield, but cut off by Otto. Now Nolly, last back. Here he comes. Underneath, Nolly picks up the save.
That was a good look there for Liquid on the attack. You want to have those isolated 1v1 opportunities. And now, Gen.G trying to go back the other way. You can see how much space the defense has for Team Liquid to play this one out. Otto, 19 boost in the tank, and he's saving all of it as he brings it down. Tried to go over Jack. A Chronic and Team Liquid doing well just to keep Gen.G locked in here.
Now time becoming a factor for Gen.G. Off the ceiling, a good challenge. But there's always someone from Liquid just to punt it right back to him. Close touch, but that's just a Liquid. Nolly forced back. Jack first to the ball, first to miss. Liquid, dump it right back, and I guess we're just kind of playing tennis for a second here, knocking the ball back and forth, and the net was open and he missed it wide.
Chronic tried to get around to that one, and now with no boost and 30 seconds left, Team Liquid looking to hang on here in Game 4.
Another great challenge. Like Jack gets in front of it, but Oski's already on top of him. They already know what Gen.G are going to do with the ball. And now Oski drops drops underneath Otto. Chronic getting back to the ball, wants to pass to himself, but he doesn't get the boost in time. There is none left for Gen.G. What a flick! Whoa. Jack was already in the air. A high ball, but a long time coming for Chronic, and a Chronic punishes him. Nolly pops it up, and Otto puts him in the ground!
What a way to finish it for Team Liquid. And it's that challenge game, Jorby. That's what's been so strong for them. Offensively as well. It really hasn't been defensively. It's been Team Liquid pushed up so far on the Gen.G side and just preventing anything. I mean, we talked a lot about, we sounded so confused with Gen.G, but that goes to the credit of Team Liquid in challenging them in their defensive third and not letting Gen.G out for free. That's been the difference. Team Liquid, they've gotten out for free a lot here. A lot of space given to them, a lot of easy clears to each other. Gen.G have made it so hard on themselves to break out from their defensive third, and again, Team Liquid all over them in that department.
The few chances Gen.G get with a little bit of space to move down the field, then the mechanics are failing them. The pass, it's too far, or the touch is too far away. Like,
we said that in game one.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps happening. Like, they're just not there. It's the execution for Gen.G. The thoughts are right, the mind is in the right place, but the thumbs aren't executing properly. You're not hitting the ball as well as you should be, and that's what it's come down to. Really, for a lot of games this week, it's come down to pure execution for teams. It's coming down to that for Gen.G.
It's been messy in the Swiss, and for Gen.G, it's been messy here against Team Liquid. You gotta give credit over to Liquid. They've looked so good mechanically here. I mean, who would have thought otherwise? Team Liquid known for their mechanics. And in that controlled chaos, it's been a symphony for them against Gen.G, and now Gen.G on their last life. Team Liquid trying to close this one out.
Liquid, they'd love a semi-final appearance in the first split, but apparently Jack does not matter. The Liquid have just been insane on defense. They need Chronic to punch that one in.
Scoring first again here for Gen.G, and it's very similar to the last one. It's a great save initially, but now the pass from Nolly over to Chronic. Nolly the one to receive it last time in game 4. And Gen.G here on the board first.
It's a good start, but it's a long game. Gen.G, first on the kickoff, Oski deleted. Allows Nolly to come in with safety back to the ball. Oh, Chronic, he slows it down, trying to catch Otto out. And at that point, you're overthinking it, when you should just try to drill that ball forward. But that shows you how much they're struggling with the challenge game.
Oh my.
That makes you overthink it, and it makes it get scored on. Otto puts one in, a quick tie game.
Absolutely punished here for Gen.G. You've got to make that read. 2 of you are there. And Team Liquid all over it, tied up.
Just when Gen.G have a chance to establish some pressure, establish a routine, a rhythm. Liquid, they throw a wrench into all of it. Chronic, he's looked decent so far, and he's given one to Jack! Oh, and Gen.G take it right back.
Great placement from Jack. And again, now Team Liquid kind of floundering here on this ball. Oski, it's a decent challenge, but a great follow-up from apparently Jack, and the placement even better, as it's behind that defender. And Gen.G, they get back their lead.
Another kickoff for Jack where he just tries to take Oski out of the play. Successful. But it's Liquid and Otto on the push. Chronic flying, he's missed it, and Oski puts it in! Gen.G, nothing on defense.
Team Liquid walking into the Gen.G half, and look, no one challenging. It was so late from Chronic that finally Oski could come through and put it away, but you can see even with that back wall challenge, it took so long to get there. But for Team Liquid, they can read that one so quickly, tied up again.
Jack going on the wall early, expecting that challenge to come out. Impossible to do anything after it. Some quick scores and some quick demos. And a quick dunk. Nolly, tried to bump a Chronic off the play. Jack's in the air and got a 50 on top of him. Got another dunk. Liquid, a little out of sorts here. The shot blocked. Is there another one? Jack got a 1 off the bar. And Nolly off the side. Not even close. Chronic has to come back quickly. Otto not gonna get it. Nolly deleting Oski. Nolly getting deleted by Otto. Chronic taking it out. Apparently Jack denied.
Again, huge save there from Team Liquid. When the first man's beat inside the box, it's so dangerous there.
Whoa, and so many chances for Gen.G. Finally, they're gonna break through. It's wide open for apparently Jack, and Gen.G back to the lead.
That's a nasty pass as it comes off the side wall. Look at that, how are you gonna expect that one? A Chronic, a good recovery to try to get back around on that ball, but the pass was just too on point, and Jack's shot too powerful.
Jack going into demon mode there. Ball chasing, multiple times getting shots on target. That's the man who you want, and now Nolly off the kickoff. He's gonna put it through. Gen.G up by 2.
This one slips right through Liquid. And you can't let kickoff goals like this one go in, but it skips out perfectly for Nolly as the Chronic turns off the play and is a free goal.
And Gen.G, they need a game like this if they were to hold on for the next 3:15. Giving a kickoff goal, getting the lead and then into a kickoff goal. And now maybe another one here, Chronic chasing back. Able to turn away, and now Team Liquid on the back foot here in Game 5.
There's a lot of time for Liquid. Chronic moving around the ball. Liquid set up in midfield again. A lot of these challenges, slightly dangerous ball. Gen.G managing well here. Get to lead it on the back end, that was Nolly. Oski gonna take over, but the touch, not as clean as he would have liked it. Now Jack gets a free read and just can't get a solid enough catch, and another miss. It's a 3-on-1, and he dove across. They still need more time. Oski's in the air, a double, saved!
So close for Oski. All three of Team Liquid. We're looking at the Gen.G net, and Nolly comes streaking across to prevent that first attack. And now Team Liquid trying to set up.
Jack sees Chronic downfield, but he just couldn't hit it hard enough. A Chronic gets bumped out of the way. Gen.G hanging on. Like the idea there, just took it away from Oski. It's a bit of risk, but you trust in your teammate to get that 50. Now Jack falls down, he let it go! A Chronic punishes him!
Team Liquid again crashing the net. And this time, Nolly not getting the touch. You can see apparently Jack having to make up for it, but his first touch was too heavy. And Team Liquid's gonna get there first. Now within one, just under 2 minutes to go.
It gets scary when the execution fails you when you're up, and it gives the other team a chance. I'm not gonna let it go in immediately on the kickoff, but here's Otto. Puts it down, challenged again, forces the Chronic to get back quickly. Cross to the corner, Chronic steals the boost out. Apparently Jack last back for Gen.G. He's gonna go the whole way back against the Chronic. Tries to screen across, but Gen.G trying to take this slow and steady out of their own end.
Team Liquid have not had the same offense that they've had in the last 4 to 6 minutes, including the last game.
Yet they still put in 3 goals.
Yet they've put in 3 goals. But they're not locking in Gen.G. Gen.G's finding themselves out a lot more now. That's why they've been able to put up 4. That offense slowly coming alive here for Gen.G and pushing back Team Liquid's line.
Touch here for Chronic. What's he gonna do with this one with Otto? Gets over around him. Oski getting a free read. He sees the backboard. He sees 2, and apparently Jack shuts him down. Chronic has to flip back across. An incredible save from apparently Jack, but they need a clear. Oski puts it on the back wall, and there's Liquid in the midfield line.
A burst of speed, both offensively for Liquid and defensively for Gen.G. What a save there from apparently Jack. And a crucial one here with less than a minute to go. Team Liquid trying to break through once more.
Big touch here from a Chronic. He sees Oski on the wing. Otto slowly creeping up as well, but Nolly punches it way back. It gives a Chronic first lead. Otto, it's a little too strong for him to get to. Gen.G hanging on. A Chronic trying to set it up again. Jack stuffing him. A Chronic, enough boost to get the 50. Might be a setup here. Final seconds of regulation. Jack on the far side. 1 goal ended here if Gen.G can put it in, but Liquid hanging on. It's not over.
They got to keep it up. Oski.
One more to Otto.
Chronic. Can he hold on to it here? He needs boost. He gets the corner.
He's gonna put it down. Gen.G get their second here in this best of 7.
Good job at the end to challenge Otto. Force him to put the ball down early and get the touch a little harder than he wanted to. Liquid had a lane if they could have found it, but Gen.G survived it, Corelli.
And Gen.G's offense really coming alive there. Now 13 shots in that game. And they still had to make 5 saves, but that's a big difference. We were talking about 2 shots in the previous game.
Well, I'm worried about their defense still. They were able to stabilize at the very end, but still, I don't think Liquid should have gotten that 3rd goal. It came down to execution again for apparently Jack. The touches, they were a lot tighter after that. So as long as Gen.G keep those touches tight, Liquid, they were still a threat. They're still carrying the ball excellently down the field. Gen.G have to make perfect challenges against this team because Liquid, despite losing, still are a threat every time.
Looking very similar to Team Liquid's Power Series, where again, They go up early and they get in the lead here in the series, and then it slowly starts to slip away. Gen.G putting away 4 goals was enough to best Team Liquid in that Game 5. Over to Neo Tokyo now.
It's not pictured in Neo Tokyo, but there's a giant scrapyard behind the stadium of all the teams that have been eliminated on this field. It could happen to Gen.G. Jack trying to take this one to Champions Field. Nice pass, nice shot, nice goal!
That is 3 games in a row that Gen.G have set up this exact play. And it comes off a poor touch from Liquid. It comes out to Chronic off the pass from Nolly. And that's been their bread and butter here in the first opening seconds of the last 3 games.
Really has been effective. Those passes have caught Liquid out a couple of times. And the kickoffs also have not really been going Liquid's way. This one for Gen.G. One touch underneath them, and oh man, Gen.G really crashed that one. All 3 players creeping up towards the box.
So now Liquid playing from behind once again. They'd love to close this one out in Game 6.
Liquid still have a timeout in their back pocket. If this one does go 7, they can stall, but what a save. Apparently Jack gets credit for it. Jettisoned out of there.
See if those solo plays can work. Oski tries to get the dunk on apparently Jack. Now a Chronic. What can he do with it from the corner? He's got options. Teammates inside the box, and still opportunities here for Team Liquid. Another setup. Oski now off the ceiling, dunking apparently Jack. It's still the defense from Gen.G holding on quite nicely here. Nolly's got to go, and Chronic makes the stop on the clear. And Gen.G still holding on defensively.
Oh, Jack is just getting to these touches. He's made a lot of the big stops on that defensive stand. Now they get a chance on the counter. He comes back from deep in the 3rd, and he lost. Nolly has to secure the boost. He gets bumped by Otto. He lets Oski come in. Oski's been a big threat when he's behind the ball, but Gen.G have done a good job shortening up the space between him. Still, these touches so close to Liquid players. And they're really, these are true 50-50s on defense right now. That one a little high for Oski, and it bounces awkwardly here. And a Chronic couldn't grab a hold of the ball, but they get lucky with a Chronic not being able to handle it.
And unfortunately, that touch from Nolly, not great. Not holding on to possession. Team Liquid just take that one away, but fortunately came back to Gen.G now. Apparently Jack, and he weave through, and Team Liquid able to jump in front.
Jack, full tank of boost, and forced to 50, got in front of it. Freezing Liquid in the corner. Oski somehow comes up with that touch. A big shot! Whoa. Another big goal for Chronic!
He's been looking good here in the last couple of games. He's had a couple solo plays, and now this one, driving it to the far side. And Gen.G double up here in Game 6.
Too powerful for Liquid to handle, and all of a sudden, with half of the game to go, Gen.G are in position to force this to go to Champions Field. The Team Liquid's offense has been high-powered. Oski hasn't had nearly as much success. He's been challenged out of the plays. And now Nolly, 2-on-1, but they couldn't get a bump, they couldn't get the shot. Chronic trying to lob it to Jack, cut off by a Chronic. This is dangerous as Liquid come the other way. That is open. He puts it right on target.
He makes it look so easy too, as he takes to the sky, beating the defenders, and then takes it himself with the redirect. It's wide open, and if you can do it, why not? Team Liquid get one back.
He knew it. Whole new ball game with that one. Gen.G, got him on the kickoff. That's not as dangerous as it might have looked initially.
Team Liquid, one of those teams too. I mean, we all know it. When they're behind the ball individually, they can make anything happen. We've seen it in this tournament alone. And right there's a perfect example for a Chronic. Now Team Liquid trying to press again. A Chronic rotating all the way back. Otto having to push through. A Chronic comes through now. Looking for follow-up. Team Liquid trying to press here. Oski is beat, and apparently Jack gets out for Gen.G. Tries to bring it down. Tries to beat over a Chronic. Pops it up. And Team Liquid get out.
Felt like Jack rushed that touch. I'm not sure if he knew exactly when a Chronic was coming on the play. Now the double's left open. The net almost found. A Chronic gonna get to the far side. He's got the boost. Can he find his team? He might just take it himself. With 2 resets, but 2 commit from Gen.G. Oski came in a little early. That's too light of a touch and a massive clear. Jack down the field. The net, the reset, taken away.
A Chronic quickly rotated out. He knew the counterattack was on. for Gen.G. This one popped up for Oski. A pass back. Team Liquid trying to set something up off the back wall. No follow up there. Chronic wasn't sure about it as Nolly doesn't get the touch.
Otto having to come back. Liquid, they're having to rotate back a little bit farther each time on these 50s. They keep creeping up. They feel the need to get this goal. They have to be careful because apparently Jack cannot stop. You can't stop apparently Jack.
What happened to the Team Liquid defense here? Chronic was the last man back. There's nobody home on the Team Liquid half. And Gen.G 3-1 here in game 6 with 42 on the clock.
They had challenge confidence, Team Liquid. And then it started going away, but they didn't start positioning like it was going away. The optimism was still there, but the scoreboard says something different. 30 seconds for Gen.G to force our first quarterfinal to Champions Field. They just gotta hang on, but Liquid, you know when there's time left, there's always a chance. They get a demo to clear space for Otto against apparently Jack. Now back over to a Chronic. He makes one work, makes the fake. Oski won, but apparently Jack has upgraded, and there's Chronic to back him up. Oski, one more. He doesn't get the touch, he leaves it. Goal!
They finally break through with 5 seconds left. So many shots going through for Team Liquid, 10 now here in game 6. And they need a quality kickoff to send this one to overtime.
Gotta watch out, not just for the fake, but really anything. These kickoffs have been wild. And it goes nowhere for Liquid. They let it go to the back wall. A Chronic, denied.
Wow.
Otto popping it up. Oski looking for a clear out. He's got Otto. He knows a Chronic has to get to it, but apparently Jack's already in the air. Chronic sitting around as well. Got the dunk. Gen.G gets to Champions Field!
Gen.G heating up light here in this series, earning themselves a game 7. And Jorby, I don't want to keep bringing it up. We talked about the parallels in that interview with the Chronic yesterday after the Power Series. They go up early here in this series, and they slowly petered out. Gen.G, well, I don't think Team Liquid's playing poorly. Gen.G have really etched their way back into this one.
And no disrespect to Power, they played excellently this weekend, but Gen.G are a much different opponent. This is not a team that you want to have momentum heading into game 7. Team Liquid do have that tactical timeout in their pocket, and they call it right here. So they will get that extra 60 seconds. And you said what, 64% effectiveness?
Well, it went up after Gen.G won the last one.
64.5% then, yeah.
But no, yeah, you're right. I mean, after the timeouts, there is a buff there. I mean, the stats show it. And for Team Liquid, they're now trying to put that on their side. And I really don't think it's been a bad game or a bad series here for Team Liquid, especially in the beginning. They look good. I think Gen.G just started to play up to Team Liquid here. But defensively, they've been caught out. We talked about the challenge game, how important it's been in their wins. It's also cost them a few goals here when it hasn't gone their way.
To me, the key is apparently Jack. He was excellent on defense in that game and was kind of picking on him a little bit earlier on in the series. Really, I mean, all of Gen.G just kind of looked off, but it did feel like he was getting picked on defense a little bit. But this time he's coming up with clutch saves. He's looking like a Chronic on the other side of the
So
pitch.
here's one for you, Jorby.
Yeah, give me it.
Gen.G is 5-2 in games after their opponent calls a timeout.
Whoa. You know what? Everyone can say thank you, Direct, for that one.
The stats,
That's nice.
The stats are going both ways here.
Wow.
You're gonna have to make up your own mind.
The stats don't matter. What matters is the execution. So many times we get to this field. This is just quarterfinals.
This is just the first game. First game of the day.
How high you gotta feel if you're up there?
And look at the crowd, Jorby. They're into it. They're ready for a game 7 here.
Team Liquid and Gen.G, they're putting on a show in our first series.
Team Liquid, like you said, they haven't looked bad. They've done well, but Gen.G have adapted. And now all the cards are in their hands. We're finally here, game 7, Champions Field. Who takes it and moves to the semis? A Chronic early on in the series was the stalwart defender for Liquid. Apparently Jack has turned into that in the series for Gen.G. Otto, he's been a great breakthrough first man for Team Liquid. They're gonna need more of that to break through this Gen.G line. Quick shot, again Jack. That actually works out, that little touch, but Chronic actually gets first touch because Chronic jumps. Now Chronic, back pass, but Jack's on top of it. Now breakaway, pop-up air dribble, reset, shot, goal! Apparently Jack is absolutely cracked!
By himself. He says, I'll do it. All the way to the Team Liquid side, getting a bump and a flip reset to cap it off.
How about that? Oh my goodness, Team Liquid now. This one you thought you could stifle the momentum. Apparently Jack, he never left his foot off the gas during the break.
And again, Gen.G scoring early here in a game, in the crucial game here. Chronic trying to answer back, not gonna get a second touch. Oski is pressed up high.
There it is.
Off the crossbar, and still getting a dunk. Chronic off the crossbar again.
It's there.
Octo goes through it, still Gen.G can't get a hold of it. Team Liquid fighting for every inch. Chronic again denied.
Oh, apparently Jack, he won that corner boost. That was critical. They were running out, and they're still not able to get the ball out of the corner. There's a little bit of space here for Chronic, but Oski shuts it down. And there's a Chronic. Oh, Liquid, you cannot let that one hurt you. But you definitely feel like you left one on the table.
A flurry of shots now, 5 for Team Liquid here, just past the minute mark.
Whoa.
This one pinches wide. Team Liquid, you feel like they should have gotten one there. And now apparently Jack has Nolly on the far side. Can't get by Oski.
Another touch from Oski is fantastic, but still a great read there from Chronic to keep it in the attacking half for Gen.G.
Nolly lets it go to Chronic. Chronic says, go ahead, Otto, chase me. And now he beats 2. Apparently Jack follows close. He smells it. He forces a Chronic to go early, and he's beat by Nolly, but gave enough time for Otto to get rotated back. Now here he comes again. Breaks through Jack. Oski, light touch. There's nothing much he can do with it. There's Jack, stops it again, right close to Chronic. How about that Gen.G defense?
Yeah, great communication there. Jack had no boost.
Whoa.
Now a shot goes just wide. Chronic again having to make a save. It was off the post either way. Now apparently Jack has no boost. Gen.G trying to settle down Team Liquid. They had to make a lot of saves here against that Team Liquid offense just a moment ago. Now Otto trying to put this one on target. He does. Oski near post is blocked away by apparently Jack.
4th man helped out early for Gen.G, but since then it's the starting 3 that have shut down this Liquid offense. Otto not gonna catch out apparently Jack, but he wants to dunk. And Jack precariously carries that ball. Oski bumps him out of the way, but Chronic is there. And so many times during the season, we talked about layers and Gen.G on defense. Now, you can bump one out of the way, but one always pops out and comes up with the save. They're looking like that right now as they get another touch out. When Liquid look like they're about to strike, nothing really materialized.
Pressure's on Team Liquid here in Game 7. You're down by 1. You're trying to force it through this defense. Time ticking down. Oski doesn't have a lot of boost here. Chronic win as well. Now Chronic dunked. Still Team Liquid. You can see they're sending 2 onto the same ball many times just to ensure the challenge. And Oski with the back pass, but hold on a second. Apparently Jack's there. And now a minute and a half left on the clock. Team Liquid no closer to finding their equalizer.
Nice little move from Otto. Gives it to Oski. Constantly force lateral, get a couple of boost steals, but then you get demoed. Apparently Jack. Gen.G battling in the corner for possession. Oski shot denied by Jack. And it's a high ball, it's a perfect touch. No one from Liquid can get the rebound, and the pitch off the ceiling. Chronic gets there.
Gen.G nurturing this lead. Nolly taking a pot shot on the Team Liquid side. Now Otto flip reset over 1, it went high. Apparently Jack there to die. Now less than a minute. Team Liquid, they need to go. Life on the line, tournament on the line. Here in the top 8.
Midfield, they've been able to hang on to the ball, but they just cannot get through apparently Jack, Nolly, or Chronic. Now Chronic gets the go-ahead touch back downfield. Oski pushes that one off. Gen.G, a second goal would surely put the nail in this one. Liquid, they've had nothing. They get another clear time. Running out. Gen.G in full control. Liquid, one smart touch, one mechanical outplay could put them in.
What a spot.
But apparently Jack couldn't get that one done. Chronic's in the air. Another challenge.
15.
No time left. A Chronic deleted. Oski puts it back down, rushes towards the ball, but he's clamped by Nolly. Puts it back down. Last
Gotta go.
hail for Liquid in Rotterdam. Oski underneath. He scoops it up high. Nolly one to grab. He's got